Hello, Oliver James here. Welcome back. It's been a day and an age, really. It's been so long since my last proper video was over a year ago. I did post one up saying about 5-6 months ago that I was back and nothing has transpired, but 2024 will be the year of the return of Oliver James. Absolutely. I loved putting out YouTube videos, even though they weren't getting many views. I don't have many subscribers or anything. It doesn't stop the passion. I stopped for a while because I just had negativity around, and for some reason I'm normally someone who doesn't give a damn about what anyone says about me usually, but I let it affect me, and then I've taken time away because I've been busy with work and family life and everything else. But 2024 is when I will return. But what I'm going to do with this video is something that happened on the weekend. A WWE live event, or premium live event, PLE as they're called now and not pay-per-view, was called Survivor Series 2023, one of the big four events that WWE have. They have obviously WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. I guess Money in the Bank can also be classed in that as the big five, but they are the main four. It was Survivor Series War Games, the men's War Games and the women's War Games, and there was a couple of other matches on there. But no one's talking about those matches anymore because of an unprecedented last 10 minutes to the show and a return, which I will get into in a moment. But the women's War Game match, in my opinion, was the match of the night. It was unbelievable. Because if you watch WWE programming, right, you don't really get to see women wrestling, especially on like a 3-hour episode of Monday Night Raw. You don't really get to see it, right? Which is a shame. And on SmackDown, NXT, you see them quite a bit. AEW is exactly the same. The women's match, it just showcased what you do when you put most of your best women in a match like that. It is unbelievable. The team of Bianca Belair, I think it was Shotzi, Charlotte Flair, and the man Becky Lynch up against obviously Damage Control and Bayley, Io Sky, Asuka, and the returning Kairi Sane, obviously. She returned at Crown Jewel, but still, that was a banger of a match. And then we had, obviously, the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time, Gunther. He took on The Miz, who is now a face, which the last two times it hasn't worked. But it was a quality match, When will Gunther drop the Intercontinental Championship is something that I want, is something that I'm waiting to happen. Because Gunther should be propelled into the main event scene. He could be the man to take the belt off Seth Rollins. I don't think so after what happened at the end of Survivor Series now. But he should at least be propelled up that card towards a main roster title, the main event title, in the next year or so, easily. Then we had obviously Zoe Stark against the best woman right now on the planet, Rhea Ripley. She retained. Fantastic. I don't see her losing it anytime soon. There's no viable challenger apart from maybe Becky Lynch. I don't think Charlotte Flair is viable. Bianca Belair, not really as of yet. Maybe if they were to push someone like an Io Sky to defend her title more, the SmackDown one. No, sorry, the Raw. No. She has one of them. Asuka is so good, but she's been underutilized for so long. Bayley's fantastic. She's also underutilized. So there are potential people who could, but they can't just go into a few-week feud with Rhea Ripley and take the title off her, because that just wouldn't make sense. And then we had, obviously, Santos Escobar against Dragon Lee. Two very, very good lucha wrestlers. Obviously, Santos Escobar, if you haven't been keeping up to date, turned heel a couple of weeks ago on SmackDown by attacking Rey Mysterio and the rest of the LWO, Latino World Order, and he attacked Carlito. Yes, people are surprised. Carlito's back. Yes, he attacked him, I think, last week on SmackDown, and Carlito couldn't challenge at Survivor Series, so Dragon Lee stepped up. Yes, I know Santos Escobar went over and won the match, which is good in the parallel of the storyline. You know, if you just turned Santos Escobar heel, you wouldn't want to make him lose on like the first like PLE that he's wrestling on, but it's come at the expense of Dragon Lee, who was being built up so well, undefeated, great matches against Axiom and others that he was actually wrestling on SmackDown. You know, that's a bit of a downer for Dragon Lee in my opinion, but you know, he was protected in the defeat. You know, Santos Escobar is not just like some random wrestler. He's a fantastic wrestler. So I reckon him and Carlito will have a program until Ray returns. And then it was the men's War Games match. The story throughout the night, which was fantastic, was, where is Randy Orton? Is Randy Orton going to turn up? And that obviously gave people a bit of psychological, it being in Chicago, them thinking, what if they announced Randy Orton, right? But it was really a swerve, and it was like CM Punk or someone, right? The whole night, that was it. You know, War Games thing was going on. Boom. Towards the end, Rhea Ripley comes out to try and give Damian Priest the Money in the Bank contract to cash in. Bang. Randy Orton's music hits. Randy Orton returns. Unbelievable. Looking in the best shape of his life. He's been missing for a year. Did this insane RKO off the top of the thing. They threw, I think, JD McDonough down to him. Boom. Randy Orton was protected. He didn't really take many bumps. He didn't do that. You know, because obviously he's just come back from like a back injury and blah, blah, blah. And obviously the faces, the team of Sami Zayn, the WWE World Champion, Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, Randy Orton, and Cody Rhodes all went over. They won. Fantastic. Great match as well. It was an unbelievable match. The women's one was better, but this was just on par. But no one's going to be talking about these matches because of the next thing that happened. All the baby faces in the ring, celebrating. Boom. What hits? The cult of personality. CM Punk, after 9 years, returned to the WWE. You know, the company, right? This is not me ripping on WWE. I love WWE and how much it has changed, right? 9 years ago, being run still by Vince McMahon. Okay, yeah, Triple H is like COO. They didn't have Nick Khan. You know, Stephanie was on the board. This is probably nothing to do with her, by the way, right? And CM Punk got his termination papers on his wedding day when he was marrying then WWE diva AJ Lee. You know, he had some like lawsuits against WWE doctors and other things. Comes out in interviews burying WWE, saying I will never return to that company, blah, 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 blah. Fast forward 9 years, you know. Triple H is now in charge of creative and has got so much influence. Nick Khan, I think, is running WWE now. Vince McMahon has been ousted, which, yeah, man, Vince McMahon will always go down as a WWE legend, Hall of Famer. If it wasn't for him, you wouldn't have the WWE. You wouldn't probably have pro wrestling as it is now, this big hot commodity, right? But WWE is so hot right now. It has not been this hot since probably maybe the Attitude Era and maybe early like PG era type thing, you know. Even throughout PG era, it had moments when it was hot, but right now it is such a hot commodity, right? Yeah, and I know what people are going to say. CM Punk is this toxic thing. Love him or hate him, he gets talked about. He gets talked about. People will buy his merch irregardless because it's CM Punk, right? So for some reason, you know, he's buried the hatchet with Triple H and everything else, and he has returned to a place where he said he was never going to come back, you know. It was only last year on AEW when he made his wrestling return that he was in a promo with MJF, and he said to MJF, you can leave you can leave here, go to the other company, main event night, or be like match 4 of night 2 of a buy one get one free, you know, like extravaganza, and then get released faster than you came in. That was him ripping on WWE. But at the time, maybe that was just a part of storyline. But then AEW fucked him over, really. People can say it was Punk, but AEW were never going to punish the Young Bucks and Omega for what happened. Only Punk. Because they are EVPs. They are one of the founding fathers or the founding members of All Elite Wrestling. Which is a great company, by the way, but it's got nothing on WWE. and then CM Punk returned. One man is not obviously happy, and that's Seth Rollins, and I'm hoping it's a work to make a feud between them be classic, because it would be. If you've seen the videos of CM Punk's return, obviously unbelievable. I fucking lost my mind. Right, I haven't popped like that since John Cena's return earlier this year at Money in the Bank, London, England. No one was not even advertised. No one even knew. Boom, Cena's music here. I was like, oh, I lost my mind. And then obviously hearing about this, seeing the clips that CM Punk had actually returned. You know, when people said, "Oh, CM Punk's here," I was like, "You don't fucking do." And then it actually happened. I was like, "Are you absolutely serious?" So, for me, I think CM Punk being back in WWE is the greatest signing there could have been. Yeah, we all know about his backstage shenanigans and that he can get into trouble, blah, 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 blah. But I think that this is a new CM Punk. I think this is a CM Punk that wants to come back to WWE and make amends for everything. Not like apologize for him being out for that pipe bomb 10 years ago, because he meant that. He meant that, because at that time, WWE was shite. It was run by Vince, who was rewriting scripts left, right, and centre every single week, you know, and that still kept on going for years, right? But Triple H has got the ship now, happy, steady ship. Okay, some people are said to be visibly unhappy because Punk's here, but they're all professionals. If Punk is in there now, he is probably going around trying to make amends with people, or at least Lockman, give me a chance to make amends. You know, I'm not saying instantly forgive me and be my friend, but let me show you that I'm here, back in the WWE, not just for the paycheck, because I want to be here. I want to make amends for everything 10 years ago. I want to finally main event at WrestleMania, which CM Punk never did, which is baffling to me, right? I think, you know, with like Nick Khan, Triple H, they won't take the bollocks or anything, but give Punk the chance. He will be on Raw tonight, and that will be incredible to see, right? It's just still me. I still can't process that CM Punk has actually returned to the WWE. He has come back home after nearly 10 years. Unbelievable. And that's all that I have to say about my mini review of Survivor Series and obviously the return of CM Punk. If you are to like the video, then please give it a thumbs up. Comment in the comments down below on what you thought of Survivor Series War Games as a whole, and obviously the return of CM Punk. What is next for CM Punk? Is he going to go straight into a feud with Seth Rollins and maybe take the title off Seth Rollins, and then we can have the reign of CM Punk, which would be unbelievable. Also, will we get a Punk promo? What is he going to say about why is he back as well? And blah, blah, blah. It will be interesting to see. But yeah, remember, like, comment down below if you're new. Please subscribe to the channel. It will help. I will try and put, obviously, up more videos in, like, maybe the coming weeks. Or if not, then please, honestly, stay patient. We'll be back in 2024. I've still got content I want to do on football, WWE. If you think that like you want to see more videos of me doing WWE, then I can do like reviews on pay-per-views, or maybe like or maybe a review of like Monday Night Raw, NXT, SmackDown, whatever you think. Just let me know. If that is so, then I'll come back earlier and I'll do a review of Monday Night Raw, or maybe like Tuesday or something, the night after, you know, and everything. But just let me know. I've been Oliver James. It is so good to be back. Take care. Peace.